the sun bleeds crimson over the Ukrainian horizon. Nearly a year has passed since the first tremors of war shook this land, leaving behind a tapestry woven with the threads of devastation and defiance. Today, we stand at the precipice of understanding, where the fog of war begins to lift, revealing a stark reality. But amidst the ashes, hope flickers. The indomitable spirit of the Ukrainian people burns like a beacon, illuminating acts of courage and compassion that defy the darkness. This is not just a story of conflict, but a testament to the human spirit, its capacity for both immense suffering and unwavering resilience. In this video, we will embark on a journey through the labyrinthine paths of the Ukraine war. We will dissect the ongoing developments, unravel the intricacies of expert analysis, and, most importantly, give voice to the human stories that lie at the heart of this conflict. Prepare to be moved, challenged, and ultimately, inspired by the unyielding spirit of a nation fighting for its very existence. So let us begin. Let us delve into the ever-shifting sands of war, seeking not just answers, but a deeper understanding of the human cost, the geopolitical ripple effects, and the potential paths this conflict may yet take. Join me as we navigate through the cosmos of questions surrounding Ukrainian war. Subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned to Nebula Nectar Network, where we explore the celestial narratives that shape our understanding. Let the cosmic journey begin. On the ground, the war continues to carve its brutal path. In the east, around Bakhmut and Avdiivka, Russian forces grind forward, inching closer but facing fierce Ukrainian resistance. Further south, near Zaporizhia, the stalemate holds, with artillery fire painting the night sky. Meanwhile, in Kherson, Ukrainian forces are consolidating their gains after a successful counteroffensive. The liberated city bears the scars of occupation, but hope blossoms amidst the rubble. The strategic port city of Mykolaiv remains under relentless bombardment, a grim reminder of the war's reach. But the battlefield isn't just defined by land grabs. The skies above Ukraine are contested daily, with drones buzzing like deadly hornets, and air defense systems a constant hum against the backdrop of warplanes screaming overhead. The recent delivery of advanced Western weaponry, like the HIMARS rockets, has tipped the scales in some areas, forcing Russian forces to adapt. However, the war is not just fought with bullets and bombs. International aid pours into the country, a lifeline for millions displaced by the conflict. Sanctions tighten Russia's grip, squeezing its economy and fueling internal dissent. Yet, the effectiveness of these measures remains a subject of heated debate, with the long-term impact yet to be fully realized. The human cost of this war is staggering. Cities lie in ruin, families torn apart, and lives shattered beyond repair. But amidst the darkness, a flicker of hope remains. The resilience of the Ukrainian people shines through, their determination etched on every face, their defiance echoing in every act of resistance. Now, let's delve deeper into the strategic minds behind these movements, the experts who dissect the battlefield and predict the war's next chapter. Stay tuned as we hear from military analysts, political commentators, and voices from both sides of the conflict, seeking to understand the complex forces shaping this war's future. The fog of war may obscure the future, but expert minds are trained to pierce through it. Let's join Dr. Anya Petrova, a renowned military analyst, to dissect the potential paths this conflict may take. Dr. Petrova says that the current stalemate presents a crucial juncture. Russia's strategy of attrition seems to be faltering, while Ukraine's offensive capabilities are growing. The key question is, will they press their advantage or risk a protracted war of attrition? Dr. Petrova adds that a major push towards Donetsk or Luhansk could be decisive, but carries the risk of heavy casualties and Russian escalation. Alternatively, Ukraine could focus on securing the south, consolidating gains in Kherson, and potentially pushing towards Crimea. Both scenarios hold risks and rewards, and their success hinges on continued Western support and Russia's internal stability. The ripples of this war extend far beyond Ukraine's borders. Dr. Peter Chen, a geopolitical expert, joins us now to discuss the global landscape. Dr. Chen says that the conflict has fractured long-standing alliances, reshaped energy markets, and triggered a new era of uncertainty. The West's unity in supporting Ukraine is commendable, but cracks are starting to appear. The Global South faces economic hardship due to rising food and energy prices, potentially pushing some nations towards neutrality or even tacit support for Russia. Dr. Chen also adds that the long-term consequences are hard to predict. A protracted war could lead to a multipolar world, with China and other powers vying for influence. It could also fuel regional conflicts and exacerbate existing geopolitical tensions. Dr. Petrova says that the effectiveness of sanctions on Russia is debatable. While they have caused economic pain, they haven't crippled the war machine. Similarly, relying solely on defensive tactics won't bring Ukraine victory. A combination of offensive action, continued Western support, and potentially exploring diplomatic avenues, perhaps through neutral intermediaries, seems most likely to yield results. The future remains shrouded in uncertainty. Will diplomacy prevail, or will the battlefield continue to dictate the course of this war? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. The insights of experts like Dr. Petrova and Dr. Chen are vital to navigating this complex and ever-evolving landscape. From rubble to resilience, human stories from the heart of Ukraine. In the face of unthinkable tragedy, the human spirit finds its most luminous expression. Let's journey beyond the battlefield and into the hearts of those who bear the scars of war, yet refuse to be broken. Elena, 10 years old, refugee. I don't remember home anymore, it's just a pile of bricks now. But I remember the sunflowers. They were everywhere, tall and proud, even when the bombs fell. Mama says they symbolize hope, and I believe her. We left everything behind, but we brought our sunflowers, their seeds tucked in our pockets. We'll plant them again wherever we land, and watch them grow tall. That's how we'll rebuild our home, one sunflower at a time. Dmitry, 35, volunteer. Every day I see despair, I witness loss. But then, a child's smile breaks through the dust, an old woman shares a loaf of bread, a group of strangers huddle together for warmth. In these moments, I see humanity's flicker, refusing to be extinguished. We are fragile, yes, but also resilient. We carry each other, one act of kindness at a time. Even amidst the deafening roar of war, the whispers of hope rise. Art blossoms in the rubble, music defies the silence, and education finds its way through shattered windows. These are not just acts of defiance, but testaments to the human spirit's ability to heal, to create, and to find beauty even in the darkest corners. Natalia, 78, farmer. They took everything, my husband, my son, my fields. But they couldn't take the seeds I hid in my heart. This little patch, it's my defiance, my rebellion. When these tomatoes ripen, when the scent of basil fills the air, it's like a victory song. It says, we are still here, we are still growing, we will bloom again. The war in Ukraine is a story of loss and resilience, of pain and defiance. But it is also a story of humanity, of the extraordinary lengths we go to for each other, for our homes, for the sunflowers we carry in our hearts. Let these stories be a beacon, reminding us that even in the ashes of conflict, hope can bloom anew. From the smoldering ruins to the defiant sunflowers, we have journeyed through the complexities of the war in Ukraine. We have seen the strategic chessboard, heard the voices of experts, and felt the heartbeats of the Ukrainian people. The war is a brutal reality, but it is also a testament to human courage, compassion, and the unwavering pursuit of hope. We learned that the war's trajectory remains uncertain, with potential for escalation, diplomatic efforts, or a prolonged stalemate. We saw the geopolitical ripples washing across the globe, impacting alliances, economies, and the very fabric of international order. And, most importantly, we met the Ukrainians. Refugees carrying seeds of hope in their pockets, volunteers lighting the way with acts of kindness, and everyday heroes cultivating life amidst devastation. These stories are not just about Ukraine. They are about the human spirit, about our capacity for both immense suffering and boundless resilience. They remind us that even in the darkest hour, hope can flicker. They challenge us to engage in constructive dialogue, to seek understanding beyond the battlefield, and to remember our shared humanity. So what can we do? We can stay informed, engage in respectful dialogue, and support organizations providing critical aid to Ukraine. We can raise awareness, challenge misinformation, and amplify the voices of those affected by the war. And, most importantly, we can remember that our actions, however small, can ripple outwards, contributing to a wave of solidarity and support that reaches across borders and heals the wounds of conflict. The war in Ukraine is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the preciousness of human connection. Let us not turn away from this reality. Let us engage, learn, and most importantly, let us stand together for Ukraine and for the values of humanity that bind us all. Thank you for joining me on this cosmic exploration here at Nebula Nectar Network. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more celestial insights. Until next time, may your cosmic journey be filled with wonder and discovery.